Don't miss the exciting and beautiful previews of more videos from RB Productions immediately following Sedona, Red Rock Country. This is Sedona, Red Rock Country, a magical, mystical world with limitless charm and countless adventures. Follow along and explore its many enchanting wonders. The clear, refreshing Oak Creek, protected by steep canyon walls, topped by the world's largest ponderosa pine forest. Retrace its colorful history and get to know the people who called this land home long before modern times. A land strong enough to endure the test of time, yet gentle enough to soothe the tired soul. Discover why Sedona is a playground for the young and the young at heart. This is Sedona, Red Rock Country. Located in the heart of the Southwest in the Grand Canyon state of Arizona, Sedona, Red Rock Country lies 120 miles north of Phoenix. From atop the Mogollon Rim, the switchbacks of scenic Highway 89A wind to the floor of lush and colorful Oak Creek Canyon through a huge variety of vegetation. Ponderosa pine grow tall and strong alongside fir, oak, sycamore, and cottonwood trees. This scenic showplace of the Coconino National Forest is held dear to campers and others who love the outdoors. Oak Creek is a natural summertime attraction for those fishing for rainbow trout. But the importance of this steady and precious Arizona resource cuts much deeper. For millions of years, Oak Creek has been at work chiseling and deepening and providing for the rich vegetation along its banks. About 14 miles long, Oak Creek Canyon opens to a kingdom rich in magnificent sandstone treasures. These red rock giants have stood watch over the land for centuries. The work of wind, water, and time, more than 330 million years. The rock layers are of the same era as those found at the top of the Grand Canyon. They are the product of oceans advancing and receding, depositing sand, silt, and the remains of trillions of prehistoric sea creatures. Then a great change. The land pushed upward, and the Great Colorado Plateau was formed. The layers were exposed to wind and rain. Iron oxides in the silt and sandstone produced the red rust color for which this country is so famed. The new land could be likened to a huge layer cake, each layer the product of a distinct recipe in geologic history. With the harder top layers protecting the softer layers beneath, the results are spiraling rock towers and great balanced rocks. The southern edge of the Colorado Plateau, known as the Mogollon Rim, and the San Francisco Peaks to the north began to gather winter snow and summer monsoon rain. The relentless thunderstorms deposited water which eroded the rock and seeped far into the earth until reaching a harder rock layer it could not penetrate. The water followed that rock layer until reaching Oak Creek Canyon, and there it created the lovely Artesian Spring Creek. Trickling slowly through the rock, the gentle waters of Oak Creek now caress and nourish the riparian plants. As the water travels down the canyon, it grows in volume as it gathers the strength of more artesian springs. Carving its way around the harder volcanic rock and cutting into the softer red rocks, an entire life support system has evolved and paved the way for human arrival. Thus, the chapter marking mankind's love affair with the red earth begins. Long before any white man arrived, a people called the Sedona left their mark upon the land. Probably fleeing danger from volcanoes to the north, they found shelter here and land suitable for their crops of corn, squash, pumpkin, and beans. They hunted and gathered wild foods too. They may seem primitive to us today, but they were a social, organized community, creating a surplus of food that gave them the time to build these walls of rock and mud. The mystery remains. Why did these people abandon villages like this one centuries ago? It is so easy to become immersed in the wonder that we forget about the people themselves, the rhythm of their daily lives, soft songs that accompanied the grinding of corn, children laughing and calling to one another, lost to us now in the wind. And though their voices have faded into time, can it be they still watch over this sacred ground? Here in a fertile area of Oak Creek Canyon, Apache Indian farmers raised corn and squash until the tribe was relocated by U.S. cavalry soldiers. This old structure is all that remains of the first white homestead that was built shortly afterward. Calling it Indian Gardens, Jim Thompson came in 1875. Claiming squatters' rights, he and his wife Maggie probably did not realize they were tomorrow's history as the first known whites to live here. Rarely were people such as John Grandpa Thomas without a gun for food and protection. These pioneers lived a tedious, demanding life, faced with the hardships of the uncharted Arizona territory. However, life did become a bit easier as roads, trails, and fields were cut and cleared for even more to follow. Near the mouth of Oak Creek Canyon, Theodore Carl Schneble and his wife arrived from Missouri and built the first hotel for the few travelers who ventured by. In 1902, he felt the need for a post office, but the submitted name of Schneble Station was rejected by the federal government as being too long to fit on a cancellation stamp. The solution was to name the community after his wife, Sedona, and the name of a town was born. By farming produce for nearby Flagstaff and Jerome, Sedona began to grow, and soon the schoolhouse was full of the descendants of the Thompsons, Schneblys, and the other hard-working families that had a hand in founding a very special community nestled among the Red Rocks. The raising of fruits and vegetables soon became an established yet small economic base for the area. Oak Creek apples were, and still are, a delicious treat. Cattle ranching also brought people to Sedona. The Red Rock country providing a classic western backdrop. Hollywood soon recognized this natural backdrop as ideal scenery for many westerns produced in the 1950s and 60s, hiring local folks as extras and stuntmen. Before long, families discovered the Sedona Red Rock country's relaxing and picturesque qualities, and soon it became a popular vacation spot. Artists, too, sensed its specialness and chose to be inspired year-round by the exotic and enticing scenery. Now Sedona is a favored destination with some 3.5 million people coming every year. Sedona continues the tradition of hospitality begun by the Schneblys so many years ago. From Schnebly Hill Road, one can see what has now become the incorporated city of Sedona. Many residents have come here to retire and begin a new life. Tourism continues to grow. Uptown Sedona is fun for all, lined with galleries, gift shops, and other specialty merchants who sell southwestern arts and crafts. Every year, thousands come to see the Sedona St. Patrick's Day Parade, plus other fun and specialty events. With only a little imagination, familiar shapes are seen in the Red Rocks of Sedona. These formations are fondly identified by their appearance, such as Bell Rock, Cathedral Rock, seen often in motion pictures, was originally called Courthouse Rock by the pioneers. And the formation known as Courthouse Rock was Cathedral or Church Rock, but somehow the opposite name stuck. There's Steamboat Rock, Lizard Head, Bluebird is an outline, Coffee Pot Rock, and a favorite from uptown Sedona is Snoopy, asleep on his doghouse. Spanish and Mexican influence has long been documented in Arizona and the Southwest through names and architecture. Sedona's Tlaquepaque is a shining example of this influence, modeled after a village in Old Mexico. Here, visitors stroll the calm courtyards and visit the many shops and galleries surrounded by huge sycamores. It is said Tlaquepaque is an Indian word meaning the best of everything, and Tlaquepaque in Sedona is an excellent spot to capture a bit of Sedona to take back home. Another favorite architectural design in Sedona is the Chapel of the Holy Cross, built right into the rock. This chapel is an example of a special spiritual quality that draws many to the Sedona area. The spiritual quality here is unmistakable. Sedona, Red Rock Country, has a tremendous drawing power. This area has long been known as a mecca for self-awareness, dedication, and meditation. A sacred place, a state of mind. Yavapai Apache legend places the first man in the Sedona Oak Creek Canyon area perched atop the highest of vibrant green mesas in a birch canoe, awaiting the floodwaters to recede, similar to the story of Noah. Some of these people still make a yearly pilgrimage to the time-honored Boynton Canyon, the home of the ancestors. This canyon and other areas attract people who are interested in the New Age, for to them, there is energy felt here. For whatever the reason, Sedona has always drawn and continues to draw highly creative people to its Red Rock heart. Free thinkers, artists, writers, healers, and metaphysicians. Arizona has the reputation of being a hot, arid desert state where only cactus can survive. However, at the higher elevations, there is a cool alpine climate amongst the pines. Sedona Red Rock Country, with elevations from 4,200 to 6,000 feet, is a mild compromise between the lowland deserts and Arizona's high rugged mountains. Sedona's setting gives rise to 4 very distinct yet pleasant seasons. In fall, there are the vibrant colors of the sycamore, cottonwood, maple, and oak trees dotting the landscape with yellows, golds, reds, and bright greens. An autumn hike through this glorious canyon can match up to any splendor displayed in New England. In fact, for those whose favorite season is fall, this is the place to be. The duration of the changing leaves is a relatively long time, first turning at the higher elevations, then working down the canyon as the weeks progress. It seems there is always a place where colors are at their peak. The winters here may have their cold days, but as a whole, they are quite mild. The snows are more decorative than devastating, lasting only a few days at a time to offer the Red Rock Country Christmas card beauty. The mountains and rocks glisten beneath the white frosting. Spring is a time for new life, and perhaps nowhere is there a better example than here. The wildflowers seem to dance with enthusiasm as they welcome the warmer days. New growth is everywhere as winter fades and the spring bursts with an array of yellows and reds amidst the fresh green carpet of grass. Melting snow from higher grounds provides temporary yet spectacular waterfalls. This one in Oak Creek Canyon is perhaps the most popular. Summertime means fun at Oak Creek's Slide Rock State Park. Grasshopper Point is another favorite area to keep cool and have fun. Off the well-traveled Sedona roadways exists a world of wilderness characteristics. But this more primitive environment is not out of reach for the city dweller. The famous pink Jeeps have long been a favorite way to explore the beautifully rugged areas that most people will never see. For more solitude, there's nothing like a walk in one of the lush areas near tranquil Oak Creek. When hiking with a friend, a whole new world is reached. What better way to spend the day than to breathe the crisp, fresh air, soak up the Arizona sunshine, and focus on magnificent views. The spirit of the Old West is still alive here for the amateur or expert horseback rider alike. There is still the feeling of freedom, still the feeling of discovery, and still the feeling of entering a whole new territory, untamed yet inviting, among the Red Rock foothills.
where the route is?
Yeah, the route's right over there. We can wrap off of this tree.
Woo! Boy.
Long one, bud.
Boy, it looks like a good 120 feet down there. It'll be fun.
Looks like I can see part of the route over here, too. Let's climb. Rope. All right.
Some want a challenge, and this is where to find it. Rappelling and then free climbing a 120-foot basalt cliff. This activity appears quite dangerous. However, this climber is taking all safety precautions and minimizing the risk. He has the proper equipment and knows how to use it. In the event of a fall, his safety rope, managed by his partner far below, prevents serious injury or death. Yet clinging 120 feet up on this extreme overhang makes for some exciting moments.
Up belay! The way is out!
There are countless spirals of sandstone in Sedona Red Rock country that provide the skilled climber with challenges. Sophisticated climbing equipment enables today's climbers new conquests only dreamed of a few years ago. But still, one mistake can send this young climber against the rock by her safety rope. The rewards of this daring sport are accomplishment and the thrill of standing where few have been before. Sedona Red Rock Country is a place to be enjoyed, a place to explore, relax, contemplate, or play, but mostly a place to never forget. Its unique beauty draws millions, but perhaps a force not fully understood captures the heart. Man has long been enchanted by this land. Could it be the undying determination of nature at work? Or simply the fragile yet rugged characteristics of a sandstone paradise? It is a mystery that may never be solved. It is a love affair that may never end. It is Sedona, Red Rock Country. And now, here are more must-have enchanting videos from RB Productions. Exploring Lake Powell captures in all its awesome grandeur America's newest and most scenic waterland. With Mr. Lake Powell, Stan Jones, as our guide, boat into little-known canyon realms, visit majestic Rainbow Bridge, explore Indian ruins and historic sites. Seen on PBS stations across America, exploring Lake Powell is a unique experience in home entertainment, one sure to captivate the entire family. Grand Canyon, Mountain Inside Out, is entertaining and informative, a sensitive yet powerful production about the world's greatest canyon. Seen on PBS stations across America, Grand Canyon, Mountain Inside Out features all 4 seasons on both the north and south rims, plus a wild run down the mighty Colorado River. At only $19.95, Grand Canyon is a must for every video library, a timeless treasure to be enjoyed again and again. To order Grand Canyon Mountain Inside Out or Exploring Lake Powell by Visa or MasterCard, call 1-800-584-7598. Or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $4 shipping and handling for Exploring Lake Powell, or $19.95 plus $4 shipping and handling for Grand Canyon Mountain Inside Out to RB Productions, P.O. Box 2546, Sedona, Arizona 86339.